Moscow's focus on Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, tiny spots on the vast map of the Soviet Union, is giving them influence far beyond their size. The model is Tina Janssen. She was discovered by one of Tallinn's best fashion houses while working in a local hotel. Now, at 27, she's one of the top models in the USSR. Tallinn, the Estonian capital, is called the Paris of the Soviet Union. The clothes Tina models are designer originals. Like in the West, very few can afford them. But they are copied and show up on the racks. So Baltic women are generally better dressed than most Soviets. Tina works here, at the studio of the fashion house. She's also been on assignment to Moscow and abroad. She makes a good living by Soviet standards. She lives comfortably and was able to buy herself an automobile. Although it's in the shop right now, so it's the bus for Tina tonight. Her commute is 40 minutes from the center of the old city to her apartment in a new building in the Tallinn suburbs. She lives with her father, her younger sister, and her little son, Stan Erik. Tina has never married.
There is no prejudice against single mothers in our country. There is no shame of women having a child. Women are encouraged to have children. Every month our society pays a little support for single mothers, and they can put your children in a kindergarten without going on a waiting list, and our society helps them to grow up the children. It's always better to grow up a child alone than be married with a bad husband.
Tina has a busy life. Once a week, she teaches dressmaking. There's a regular choir practice, and she dates often.
The divorce rate is very high in Estonia. The mistake, I think, is that people get married very young. Then they have children straight away, and parents have no time for each other. I would add that I haven't got married because it's not the right time for me.
The right time will come for Tina. Tina Janssen is on her way to an appointment with a man who, in his own way, is a remarkable pioneer. Her hairdresser. Yuri Trashin's beauty salon is one of the first of the new-style enterprises that Moscow was allowing to grow in the new socialist economy. And things are looking good.
Ну, в общем, что-то такое.
Ясно. Садись-ка, давай так.
Yuri, his wife Natasha, and a friend Irina are business partners. They share the work and they share the profits. There's been plenty of both. And there's another equally important benefit. They are their own bosses. They no longer work for the State Hairdressers Guild. Yuri has rapidly built up a personal following. Services like his have been a problem in the Soviet Union. But now the government is allowing, in fact encouraging, people to break away from the large state-run organizations to go into business for themselves. It's called perestroika, economic reconstruction. Yuri and his partners must figure out their own budgets, rent their equipment from the state, and work hard enough to make sure that there's some profit. It's what we call incentive. Only a quarter of Tallinn's 800 taxis are now private, and everyone's curious about them, including Tina.
Have you been driving your own taxi for long?
This is my second month.
And how much do you earn?
Well, the state wage is 168 rubles a month. But over the last 2 months, I've cleared 400 or 450 rubles a month.
That's good. You can manage on that all right.
Yes, and I'm certain that if this trend continues, in the future, state taxes will go over to the individual or cooperative system.
Oh, why?
Because you won't need the huge bureaucracy that's required to administer a state taxi fleet.
It's Stan Eric's 3rd birthday, and all his friends have been invited to the Children's Cafe. McDonald's hasn't reached the Soviet Union yet, but it can't be long. In Estonia, there are standards of design, comfort, quality, and service that are not yet found in Russia itself. When fast food restaurants do make their appearance, they'll probably try them first along the Baltic coast. Young and old seem to have a try-anything spirit here. But for the Moscow planners, the big question is, will it sell in Uzbekistan?